Broadcasting live from the basement of the Pentagon. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Running from the pain in my heart. Into the arms of another, and for a while she made me feel alright. But in a crazy blunder, your love took me back under. Now I'm tied to those shackles and chains. Said don't cry for me, stars. I love you and I want you, and you'll always draw me near. I'm just running from the pain in my heart. I'm just running from the pain in my heart. 10 years' time it took me to unwind, and now I'm right back from where it began. How old will I be when you finally set me free, and the sun shines on my heart again? Said don't cry for me, sweet Annalie. You know you're the keeper of my stars. I love you and I want you, and you'll always draw me near. I'm just running from the pain in my heart. I'm just running from the pain in my heart. I'm just running from the pain in my heart.
Come on out, 1965, them boys were called upon. Some fist-fighting cowboys in them jungles of Vietnam. I'm an airborne man, baby. Drop me anywhere you please. Yeah, I'm one mean motherfucker. Don't you never double-cross me. 19 years old, doing the bidding for Uncle Sam. Desert boots strapped on my feet, machine gun in my head. I'm an airborne man, baby. Drop me anywhere you please. Y'all, I'm one mean motherfucker. Don't you never double cross me. Come on now. Strapped across my vest, 800 more, and I'm gonna pluck one in your chest. I'm an airborne man, baby. Drop me anywhere you please. Y'all, I'm one mean motherfucker. Don't you never double cross me. Oh, 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 I'm a mean motherfucker. Don't you never. I'm a mean motherfucker. So don't you never. never double cross me.
Wear a condom? We're in Fayetteville. No one gets STDs here.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. That's 2 weeks in a row I didn't fuck that up. I might be getting good at this. It's time to go on vacation. I'm sure I'll fuck it up when I come back. Anyway, hey, thanks for coming out tonight. Thanks for hanging out in the smoke pit. You're hanging out with your boy Radar. We'll do a quick show tonight. Getting ready for some Christmas breakage. Actually, I'm not even bullshitting, dude. I'll be at work like the whole time. My bowl game's already started. Most of you guys know I work at a sports book now. So it's a busy time for me. So I will be at work almost all of it. I am off. I'm off today, and my next day off is the Saturday after Christmas. So fuck it. I supposed to have this Saturday off, and then my wife talked me into working. So guess I'm working. Anyway, fuck it. It'll be a good time, man. It's time to make that money. So in my world, this is when people make money. So gotta strike while the iron's hot, right? Anyway, yeah, Sean, dude, I fucking love that's Spearfish Canyon, that road that's in the intro, and it's a scenic byway thing right outside of Sturgis. It's right outside of my home as well. And dude, we used to ride the shit out of that road when we had before we got old and we had fun bikes. We had Dynas and Sportsters and shit. So rip that fucking road, dude. A buddy of mine, I had he had a Warrior, Yamaha Warrior, and that thing, man, was just quick. My little Dyna did everything I could to keep up with him, but yeah, fucking burning our boots on them corners, man. It's good times. Good times. So yeah, and I look back on it, like, man, I don't know. That Dyna, I had a 12 Dyna, and it had a 90 or a 103 and a 6-speed on it. That was the fastest bike I've ridden. Pretty sure about it. But almost killed me a couple times. So Brango wants to know who else has been in Times Square. I've never been in Times Square. I've never been in New York City proper. I've flown through there on the airport. I feel it doesn't count as being actually in Times Square or being like in New York, right? I took a overseas flight, and I flew. We landed in JFK and flew out of LaGuardia, and we had to take it seemed like fucking forever bus ride to get over there. So, but I feel like that wasn't actually being in New York, and I certainly didn't get to see much. Oh yeah, Adirondack roads, dude. I want to ride more. I want to ride more in the eastern side of the country. Like I rode some shit when I was at Fort Gordon. Some of the shit was around there. That was fun. That was on my little Sportster. That was way back in the day. That was good times though. It's so pretty, man. And I sit here right now. Um, it's like 34 degrees and 100-mile-an-hour winds outside my house right now. And I'm daydreaming about riding my motorcycle. Yeah, yeah, dude. I love that little Dyna. And like I said, it was almost too fast, too scary for me because of how stupid I ride. I needed to get something a little bit better on the back and a little bit more responsible. So actually, that bike was like a custom purple color. I got it from the dealer. No one wanted to buy it. It was a uh pearl black something. But it was like the denim. It was gorgeous. It was gorgeous. And I had it for several years and got rid of it. That was a fun bike though. I did like it. It was there small in real life. You know, I hear that a lot. Smaller in real life. No, I was playing. No, Times Square, but I heard it's like fucking insane. I heard it's like fucking like full of all kinds of touristy bullshit and people trying to make money off you and like people just have like the Avengers and like midgets wrestling and shit. And it's just like a fucking free for all. Oh, those root beer, the light candy root beer dark. Yeah. That's cool, man. That's really cool, Sean. Yeah. It almost looks like a black and tan, doesn't it? Kind of like the same colors as like when you get a black and tan beer. Isn't it like real similar to that? Those root beer colors. Ugh. I'm old. I'm on a bunch of meds and shit. And I did something and I bit the shit out of my tongue like an hour ago when I was eating dinner. So maybe I'm gonna die. If I die on this, my tongue swells. Then yeah, I died. Yeah, yeah. That root beer is really pretty, and it's got and the dark root beer has like the big flakes in it too, doesn't it? So when you in the sun, it really speckles and shit. That's cool. That's really cool, man. I don't know if I have a picture of my bike. I do like on my Instagram or something. Should pull it up. I don't know if my Instagram's attached to my thing or not. Ew. Oh, I'm tired today. I'm about worthless too. It's like when you have a day off and you know it's your only day off for a while, so you just like don't even get out of pajamas all day. Like I went and picked my kids up from school, like in my pajamas, and I've just been fucking worthless all day, man. I've just been off it. A full contact walk, yeah, those are awesome. Did you keep your pickpockets away? Yeah, the heavy metal flake's cool on those, Sean. That's super cool, man. That's a cool bike. That's awesome. I can't get on Instagram and get my. I have to log in, and that's a pain in my butt. I don't really want to do that today. Oh shit! Sorry, man. I'm just mean to be yawning in your guys' face and shit. It's only like 8 o'clock here too, and I'm acting like it's late on the East Coast. It's like this is like late. It's like 10 o'clock y'all's time. I'm the one over here yawning, but nah. Yeah, I'm ready to go for a ride, dude. That sounds fun as shit. Let's see. What else happened in the world? I don't. Do I want to talk about the speech tonight? I watched a little bit of it. Did you guys watch the speech from the commander in chief? Did you guys watch that? I caught part of it. I try not to. just because like I'm not like anti-Trump. I'm not anti anyone because I want if he fails, it means our government's failed, and I don't want that. But I want to hear like how things are gonna get better. You know what I mean? I don't want to hear some bullshit. Oh, we're gonna get the warfighters a $1,776 check before Christmas. No, you're not. No, you're not, dude. That's like in like a week. That's like a week from today, bruh. And that's not you're not gonna process it that fast. Keep saying everything's gonna come on this tariff revenue, all this magic money, but no one ever sees shit from it. Get kind of sad about it, man. Like, I don't know. Getting ready to go to war with Venezuela for no reason. Oh, I mean, for no reason, there's oil there. So might as well get that oil. What's up, Keith? What's going on, man? Hey, we're just talking about bikes. You missed out on the bike talk. They got me once, and I'm pissed they couldn't beat them. Yeah, dude. Them fucking people, pickpockets are good, man. They practice. If you should see Sean, if you can click on Sean's profile picture, he's got one of the baddest fucking Dynas you'll see, dude. It's like two-tone root beer. It's fucking awesome. Anyway, yeah, I don't know, dude. Everyone's fighting. Nothing's getting any better. They always say some shit. The fucking Richard Starr Act didn't go through again. I'm one of the people that like is in that category where that would really help me. I was wounded in Iraq and medically retired. And I'm 90% disabled now, 90% from the VA. So I don't get anything from the Army. I was 60% from the Army, but my VA pay is more than my retirement pay. So I just get full retire. I don't get anything from the Army. So I guess I'm saving them some cash. But, if you do your full 20, you get it congruently. Since I did not do my full 20, I do not. I get a VA offset. And so I don't get any retirement. And there's a handful of people in my situation, and I know that's not everybody, and so maybe it's not right for me to complain too much. But there is a handful of global war on. Most of the people that are in the situation were injured or wounded downrange. Not saying you can't get medically retired from injuries sustained in country, but most of them are global war on terrorism veterans that were injured overseas, and so that would greatly help a small suspect of veterans. Fair enough. And it has a ton of bipartisan support, and it can't get out of the committees because the Republicans control it and they don't want to spend a bunch of money or some shit. We'll give money to other countries, but we won't give money to veterans. You know what I mean? And that one fucking dude was on there like trying to fucking, oh, you guys need to pull yourself up by your bootstraps, and the VA's not there to pay you for fucking... Yeah, come on, bro. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. They take mine out for Christmas. Yeah, dude. I don't do American Me as dealing with deer. Absolutely. That's a fuck good plan, dude. That's a good plan, Sean. Did you get a deer and you were like butchering or some shit? Or were you like hauling it out of the woods? Or did you just fucking just shoot it like off your back porch, throw it in your garage? Oh, thanks, Michael. Thank you, buddy. But yeah, I don't know, dude. Like, I feel like I try to keep my fingers on the pulse of especially with the VA and the changes of the VA. But fuck, every day, man. It's like good news and bad news and it's wearing on me. The VA news is wearing on me. They want to fire a bunch. I don't understand what anyone thinks is everyone's VA experience will vary. I'm gonna start it with that conversation. We've said that before on the show. Like, my VA is pretty cool, but I'm in a more rural area. I don't have the number of veterans here that you have in a bigger city, somewhere like a Minneapolis. I've heard a lot of bad about like the Dallas VA. There's a lot of problems. I heard Minneapolis VA is kind of not the best too, but I've heard Denver's pretty good. And I so I don't think it's like anywhere you go, right? And you guys that are on the East Coast, maybe you can chime in and say how your experience with the VA has been. But It's not everyone has a horrible experience with the VA, but I think that the VA does need some fixing. Does need some changes, and I think that most people can look at the VA and be like, yeah, there's some things that could be improved. But I don't get where these improvements are going to come from, because it feels to me like the stuff that they're proposing is the exact opposite of what needs to be done to improve the VA. And some of it, is there too many like middle managers of the VA? Probably. I get that. But then take that money and hire more nurses and hire more staff, hire more primary care physicians. You know, it'd be really cool about my VA if I go to the same doctor every year. That'd be cool. In the last 5 years, I've had 4 different primary care physicians at my local VA, which is hard to keep that congruity up. You know what I mean? It's hard to keep a, I don't know, dude. It's tough. It's tough. Sean says, I was in what I call the couch area. You fucking fellas are the best America can give you, my brother. My group had it easy. You boys laid on the fucking line, man. And yeah, backyard deer. Benny on the table and feet. That's awesome, man. That's a good job, son. Congratulations. Yeah, and here's I don't. There is this dude that was kind of talking some shit, and he was like, basically what his assumption was, or his assertion was, that if you're not a combat veteran, then you don't deserve help from the VA. And I don't agree with that one bit. I'm going to take myself as a prime example of that, okay? I enlisted in the Marine Corps. I first enlisted in 1997. Went to boot camp in 1998. There was no war going on in the late 90s. There was nothing. They were shutting things down. Clinton was shutting the army down, shutting the military down, because we didn't have an enemy to face. And when September 11th happened, I was just as surprised as anyone else. I think those guys that came in right after September 11th, they were like, "Fuck that, dude. We're fight for our shit. We're gonna fix this." Those dudes, they knew what they were getting into. Like, I didn't know what I was getting into. I re-enlisted subsequently to that and stayed in. And then when I got injured, but I was in almost 14 years total. But it's tough to say that just because you deployed, you're like a special veteran. You know what I mean? Like, everyone that signed that dotted line and said, "Hey, I will do whatever it takes to support and defend the Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic." Some people deployed, some people didn't. Some people avoided deployments, and fuck those guys. But the people who, some people, like, their job just didn't let them. Or they got stuck as recruiters, or they got stuck doing whatever. Or they were in a time there wasn't a war. Before or after the global war on terror. Or in the antebellum period between the Cold War and, like, Desert Storm and us going in. Like, that doesn't mean that, like, your service is any less valuable. I guess I don't see deploying as being the end-all, be-all as if you deserve VA benefits. When you go into MEPS and you do that funny walk and the doc touches your balls and says you're good to go, right? That's the military saying that you are 100% ready, unless you have a waiver. You're 100% ready physically to go into the military, right? And if you get injured in any way whilst in the line of duty, you should, in my opinion, you should be compensated for that after you get out. Whether you are at the range at Fort Hood and fucking roll a Humvee, or, if you go deaf because you work on jets, or if you fucking, you're, I don't know, torquing an idler wheel in a tank or something, and the wrench slips and you bust a bunch of teeth out. Whatever it is, like, if you get hurt on a civilian job, you can sue that job for workman's compensation. And what the VA is essentially workman's compensation for the military. And we do some very dangerous jobs. I've yet to meet a paratrooper who doesn't have bad knees and a bad back. You know what I mean? Whether they were in Iraq or Afghanistan or Vietnam or not, they still have bad backs and knees. Like, that's part of the territory. And it's hard to realize when you're 21, 22, 23 years old how much You know, how fun that is. I'm not saying it's not fun. I look back fondly at those days of my youth and doing dumb shit in the military, but that does take a toll on your body long term. And the chemicals that they knowingly expose you to. You know what I mean? Like, there is some shit to be said about all that, and I think that most people would agree that if you do that kind of stuff, you should be compensated when you get out. When you get cancer, when you get a fake knee when you're 40, when you fucking, you know, dying of burn pit cancer when you're fucking 35 years old. You know, my battery, we had 200 guys that deployed together, or whatever, 189 or whatever. And there's been like almost a dozen guys now get weird cancers and shit. Yeah, that anthrax vaccine. Fuck yeah, dude. Everyone's bitching about the COVID vaccine. I should have got nothing on fucking that anthrax vaccine, dude. Fuck that. I just don't get it, man. I don't understand, like, that infighting in the veteran, and I understand that it's expensive too. I'm not trying to say that, like, I'm not trying to say that it's not expensive to take care of the veterans, but that is something that you sign up for when you fucking start the war. Right? When you start that fucking war, you are it's like buying a car. I feel like our politicians are like teenagers buying a fucking car. Right? When a teenager buys a car, their first car with car payments, they just say, I got to pay this much for car payment. They don't think about their car insurance. They don't think about oil changes. They don't think about new tires. They don't think about fucking any of it. They just think about how much your car payment is. I can afford my $300 a month car payment. Okay, well, now your insurance is $100. That's how much you're going to have to pay that's how much you're going to pay that's how much you got to pay our veterans who were injured in your war. We have to pay for new tires. That's how much it costs to, you know, pay for the damages that are caused to these dudes. That's what you know what I mean? We don't fucking think of that shit when we start these fucking wars. For what? For oil again? Fuck that. Yeah, the final cost. That's right. What's up, King Smith? Jim Leahy, what's up, buddy? Are you the liquor? Because that'd be fucking sweet if you were the liquor. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, there's a lot of costs in this shit that they don't look at. And then the fucking bill comes due to, like, pay these fucking veterans, and they're like, nah, man. I don't know if we can afford this fucking extra couple $1 million to fucking pay these dudes. Fuck that, dude. You give billions of dollars to fucking oil companies. To fucking, you know, fuck that. Fucking pay the VA, dude. Get some fucking decent docks in there. Get some fucking new equipment in there. Get some fucking good facilities in there. Everyone's worried about, and I'm not saying we shouldn't have an international footprint. I'm not saying that, but you can't sit there and say, well, I'm all about the veterans, and then vote to not fucking help veterans. Yeah, that's right, Patrick. It's like going to a restaurant, they ordered the food, and now they can't complain about the bill after they're done eating. That's right. And I feel like that's what our politicians do every time they sign up for a war. That's what they do every time they sign up for a war. They don't look at the real costs of what they do. And they don't have to, because they're not the ones with fucking, they're not the ones who can't sleep at night because they have nerve damage in their leg. They're not the ones who can't fucking hardly stand to fucking look at themselves in the mirror. They're not the ones who have to fucking, they go to bed wrapped in their blanket of fucking foreign money, sleeping on a mattress stuffed with fucking fucking cash or some shit, with a big vault like Scrooge McDuck. They don't give a fuck. They're doing their insider trading and they're fucking making their money and they're out. They don't care. They don't care about us. They don't care about none of that. And I think that's the problem. That's what we keep running into with politicians with this shit. And, and it's not just, right now Trump's the president. So we're going to talk shit about Trump about that. But when it's whoever, I think Bush fucked up. I think Obama fucked up on that front. I think fucking Biden fucked up on that. I think all of them have. And they all will. And that's because they don't care. There's nobody in Washington right now who is fucking staying up at night worried about if if radar can sleep or not. They don't care. They don't give a shit. Just quit pretending that they do. You know? It's like that fucking ex-girlfriend who, you know, oh, I care so much about you. I gotta fuck your buddy, but I really care about you. No, fuck my buddy. Then I don't care. Just pretend you don't. You don't gotta pretend you care about me. Fuck who you want, because they haven't been there. That's right, Sean. And they're never gonna go. And that's fine. They don't have to. I'm not even saying they have to. I'm not even saying they should. But don't fucking and you can tell that it's a little bit off from election season, because now is when they pull all their bullshit. They won't pull this bullshit in fucking October next year, because yes, that's right before the midterms, and they got to fucking from December 31st of this year, whenever they're gonna go on vacation, probably at the end of the week, and then when they come back into session in January, they're gonna fucking probably do nothing, because that's what fucking Congress does, especially the House lately. But they're just gonna start campaigning to keep their fucking jobs again. Right? Look at all the stuff I've done I'm going to help veterans, I'm going to help education, and I'm going to end the war on drugs, and I'm going to whatever they're doing, right? They're going to do that shit, and then they're going to fucking try to get you to vote for them again, and it's what I don't understand, dude. People go to the fucking voting booth, like, when you close the curtain on the voting booth, I know for me, I think of all the shit that incumbent's done, good or bad. If the incumbent's been doing a good job, I vote for him. If they've been doing a shit job, I vote for the other person. But I think half these people, when they go in the fucking voting booth, they just like close that curtain and their memory fucking fades behind them. And they don't remember all the shit that happens now. Congress votes, but the Congress votes. But like they don't. They expect us to forget what happens right now when it's not fucking election season. Well, you voted to fucking cut healthcare. You voted to fucking cut taxes on the rich. You voted to, start another war or fucking this place or whatever. Most all dominant countries have letters around. And see, yeah, here's what I think. I don't necessarily think that a person should be prior military. That's not necessarily what I think. I think what we should do is have it's fucking idiocracy. But they should just have like a fucking, I don't know, like a fucking contest. Have a fucking lottery, like jury duty. Like you have to go serve in Congress like it's your fucking jury duty. Right? And just take some fucking common sense, normal fucking dude off the street. You got to make sure that they're fucking mildly competent. Maybe pull like 3 people from each state, right? For your 2 senators. And you're like, all right, well, you're not retarded. So here you go. Make them pass a little aptitude test. Can you math? Yep. All right, cool. You're the new senator from Vermont. You know what I mean? And you go up there and you fucking, I'm gonna vote for some veterans or whatever the fuck it is. And then after your 6 years is up, you're done. You're done. You just go back to your fucking business and pay them what they pay them now. I'm not saying don't pay them. You know what's a senator supposed to make? What are they supposed to make? Like $100,000 a year, 150, right? Something like that. Cool. And you pull Joe Blow out of some school teacher or farmer or logger or you name it, just some random dude. Yeah, make sure you're fit for proper for duty. Absolutely. Yep. And then if you can pass whatever, an easy cognitive test, because I'm not even sure if you went through the halls of Congress right now that they would be able to pass a cognitive test. You know what I mean? What are you going to have Glitch McConnell? He fucking doesn't even know where he's at half the time. Or Chuck Grassley or half these other dudes that are 100,000 years old. The only way we're going to get rid of them is if they die in office. So yeah, have them. They got to pass it too. Everyone's got to pass this cognitive test, And then you go up there and you spend your 6 years or whatever as a senator and you're like, this kind of sucks. And then you leave, you're done. I see you. Yeah, after the entire trade, right? Fucking, what's that shit between fucking Dan Crenshaw and that Sean Duffy dude? Isn't that Sean Duffy? Who the fuck's he fighting with? The other vet bro dude. They're both like spec op guys or some shit, and they're all fucking, you made fun of me for insider trading. Yeah, we did, dude. We all know you do. Nobody cares, dude. Shut the fuck up. Oh man, could you imagine if this was anywhere else? I can't imagine that. And what do people in other countries actually think? I know I have a German exchange student right now. He's right here. Fuck, this is fucking stupid. Oh, yeah, that's it. It's our way, I guess. God. Oh well, it is what it is. No one's gonna ask Radar how to fix it. Could you? They're gonna like someone's gonna listen to this fucking podcast, and be like, yeah, okay, call that dude. Call that dude who's in his basement with a bunch of model airplanes, and he's gonna come fucking fix our economy. Nah, dude. I guess in all fairness, I mean, be Secretary of Defense or something. That'd be cool. Oh shit. In the last 8 years, we went from having James Mattis, probably one of the best generals of our time, as Secretary of Defense, to a fucking Fox News host, dude. Come on. Come on, man. We deserve better than this. We deserve better than this. I'm gonna vote for a veteran. Yeah. Well, the only saving grace to me is Congress is so ineffective that we don't have to worry about anything changing because there's not going to change. That's cool. That's the good thing about it. They're so inept. It's just going to stay inept forever. All right. Hey, Sean, thanks for being here, buddy. Yeah, anytime, man. Thank you for your service as well, buddy. Thanks for coming back. But yeah, dude, I don't know. Fuck it. I wish we could have you know what? We're going to take 2 weeks off for Christmas. And New Year's, whatever. We're 2 weeks off for holiday block leave. What's up with the SecDef school to rework the chaplain corps? What's wrong with the chaplain corps? Is he mad that they have beards or some shit? Fuck. What? I haven't heard anything about that, Patrick. That doesn't fucking surprise me. You know what pisses me off the most about that? Is, remember a couple years ago when females got to wear their hair down? And okay, hold on, stop. Before I say this, I think that females in the service should be able to have their hair down. Full stop. I understand that like the tight buns and pulling that causes problems with their scalp, and I can't imagine that's comfortable. So I don't have long hair, obviously. I'm bald as fuck. But I understand that those standard needs relax, right? But when all that happened, all these vet bros were like, man, we gotta get beards in here, bruh. Why we got beards? How come the chicks can have their hair down, but we gotta wear beards? We can't wear beards. Right? So they started relaxing the standard across the board on beards. Okay? And then the Secretary of War comes in, and he's like, it's still Secretary of Defense. They've never officially changed his name. Just saying. Anyway, back to the story. So SecDef goes up there. It's about lethality. And you fucking look like shit, you fat fucks with your fucking beards and blah, 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 blah. Right? And so now his vet bros are like, yeah, fucking, woo, we need fucking 14 PT tests a year and fucking, blah, blah, blah. Come on, man. Fucking 2 years ago, you're all about fucking getting everyone beards, right? Now you're all fucking pissed off that everyone's fucking. What if we need to? What if we need to go to Mop 4 tomorrow and your fat ass can't? Yeah, we're not, dude. We're not. First off, secondly, if you think beards have any sort of fucking, I don't know, effect on the lethality, look at the fucking Ukrainians, dude. Those dudes have fucking put a full stop to the Russians in like that, bruh. And they all got beards. Even the chicks have beards. It's crazy. Don't look that close. But, I mean, we just gotta, fuck, dude. All these things, and this is what I don't understand, is things like the Secretary, seems like the Department of Defense have changes that need made. the Department of Defense has changes that need made, right? And I think there's some policies on beards that need changed, but the opposite direction. Right? This guy's coming in, and this is how you can tell he's like some fucking National Guard fucking staff officer, right? Some captain from the National Guard. He comes in, you guys are fucking fat and and you need to respect my authority. And you know what I mean? Like, fuck you, bruh. Your fucking foreign affairs voice and shit. Fuck you. I was infantry. Yeah, well, were you a platoon leader? Or a company commander? No, sir, you were not. Just the fuck up. I don't know, dude. There's shit that needs fixed. The fucking PT test? What? In the last, 5 years or 6 years, I don't even know how many fucking different versions of... It's not the APFT anymore. Whatever the fuck it's called now. Whatever physical fitness test we have now. It's changed and it's broken and it's more broken and then try to fix it and it's more broken again. That does need fixed, right? But this motherfucker, instead of you know what can we do to fix that? He's just like, keep doing it harder. You're not doing it hard enough. Yeah, we are. Fix it. He's like, yeah, them fucking chicks, they don't even need to be in the war. As he's fucking shotgunning a rip it or something. Fuck you, dude. Miss the good old days. Everyone says that shit, but the good old days where no one fucked with you. You just fucking came in, you did your shit, and you went the fuck home. Those are the good old days. You just come in, do your fucking mission, and you fucking go to chow hall and go the fuck home. Right? My last tour to Iraq, I was convoy escort. The convoy escort missions. We'd get up in the fucking morning, right? We'd clean our weapons, and we get ready, and then at 1600 we have our fucking convoy brief. We drive all fucking night, right? Get to Biop or Taji or fucking Anaconda, whatever the fuck we were going. You know, we'd turn our trucks in, we'd rack out for the night, get up the next morning and fucking get some chow, clean your weapons, mount up, and that night you went back south to fucking Talil. And you got back to Talil, you fucking cleaned your weapons, you put everything away. PCS your trucks, go to fucking bed, and then the next mission would come, a couple 3 days later, and you had some time off to fuck it, whatever, dude. That's it. That was your fucking life for a year, and no one fucked with you. You just did your fucking job, and you came the fuck home, and you racked out, and you fucking smoked cigarettes, and you fucking hung out some burn pits or whatever, and then you fucking were done, dude. Nobody gave a shit. You go to the fucking PX, get some moldy pizza. You go to the DFAC, get that dude they always had that dude in Talil who made fucking turkeys out of watermelons and shit. And you always felt bad, I really wanted a piece of fucking watermelon, so fuck your turkey. You know what I mean? Fuck that. I really I was pissed at me. But anyway, yeah, you fucking eat some turkey wing watermelon and you fucking go back to your fucking chew and you get up the next morning and do it the fuck again. So as long as you fucking were mildly cleanly shaven and your hair you couldn't pinch it, no one cared, dude. As long as your weapon was clean, your fucking truck ran. Couldn't even wash your trucks, couldn't have any fucking water. So they're like, fuck it. You know what I mean? Yeah, do it harder. You need PT harder. Chow Hall's actually open. Yeah, dude. Yeah, we're back in the day. Back when the fucking DFAC was open. And you can go get some fucking omelets and shit. Yeah. Get you a ham and cheese omelet. If you're fucking, you went to Anaconda, you get crab legs and fucking steak every day at fucking evening chow. Because that was Air Force Base. And they got fucking mortared all the time. That place got IDF every day, man. Mortaritaville or some shit. So yeah, they got crab legs. But fucking go to Biop and Biop had that big PX and all that bizarre shit around it. Fucking DVDs, pirated ass DVDs and shit. Yeah, Biop was cool too. But yeah, no one fucked with you. I don't know. Miss those days. But see, that's the difference. That's that wartime mentality, and that's like the peacetime mentality now. That's what we were talking about earlier with Sean. Like, this peacetime fucking military is like, but you fucking, you're a little heavy there, private. Better make sure you get your PT in. Yep. All right then. To the NATO defects, yes. NATO defects are always fucking bomb, dude. We weren't allowed in. We had Aussies, and we had Aussie Chow Hall, and we had Poles on our base. We were at, or Romanians. They were Romanians. They weren't Poles. They were Romanians at Talil. So, but the Aussies got beer and shit. We couldn't go hang out with them. I did get a bunch of patches and shit. One of the guys, like when we were leaving, there's a couple Aussie guys that were like rotating out. We were rotating out, and we were at, is it Arif John? Is that where we, or what's that place that had all the tents? It's huge. That you kind of, when you first got into Kuwait and when you were leaving Kuwait, what the fuck was the name of that place? Anyway. Buring, Camp Buring. There's a couple Aussies that we were on Talil with that were leaving at the same time we were, and like a couple of guys like changed them uniforms and shit. I just got some patches. Those Aussies were cool as fuck, man. A lot of respect for the Aussies. They were cool. The fucking Romanians, dude, they had some old ass, like, God, they were like, they weren't even like BTR 80s. It was like BTR 70s or some shit. Just every time they'd go through, man, those 8-wheel fucking Soviet style APCs. And every time they'd fucking hit the gas, there'd just big plumes of fucking smoke, and they just leaked diesel and fucking oil and grease everywhere they went. There was like bleeding diesel, and they were just they sat on that bridge all night over the Euphrates. Those guys were cool as fuck, man. Give them fucking chem lights. They'd sit there all night, snapping chem lights and smoking cigarettes and fucking drinking vodka and having a good old time. Those guys were crazy. Yep. That was the good old days. All right. Well, now I feel old as fuck, so I'm gonna wrap shit up. So, yeah. So we are planning on taking a little break over the holidays. I'm pretty sure Keith maybe can back me up on this, or King if you're still here. Pretty sure everybody's off starting like Friday night, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe even tomorrow. I don't know if they're doing any like co-ops or anything this weekend. But I know like gonna be like on our block leave. We're gonna take 2 weeks off. Here anyway, we are. Because next week is Christmas Eve. I'll be at work. You guys will be with your families. And the week after that's New Year's Eve. I'll be at work. You guys will be out partying, getting drunk, whatever, enjoying the new year. So we won't be back until, let me double check here. But I think it's like the 6th of January. Yeah, I won't be back until like the 6th or 7th of January. 7th of January is the first Wednesday. It sounds like a long time, today being the 17th, but it is only like it is like 3 weeks from today. So it'll be fine. But I really appreciate everyone. This has been, we're going in, is that 4 years next year? 3 years for the Smoke Pit? I don't remember now. I don't even remember how long I've been doing this. I've been doing this like on WTF Nation Radio for 18. It's like 7 years. So yeah, it's been a long time, dude. And I love it. I love every minute. I'm not even trying to bullshit. I love every single minute of being on the radio with you guys. And I really am so proud of everyone for being here. I really thank everyone for being here. It's great. But we will be back on the 6th. So I want everyone to have a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year and all that shit. And we will be back. So we'll be back January 6th. So you've been listening to me, Radar, I'm here every Wednesday right here in the Smoke Pit. Thursdays, we have got a little thing in my throat. Tomorrow, Thursdays, sorry, we have Sergeant's Time by Spanky. They'll be sergeanting, talking about all things Army, big Army, retirees, reserve, all that shit. Speaking with, I don't know if we're doing co-ops or not. Normally on Mondays, the Monday edition, and the King and Me with the actual King Smith. And then Tuesday is Pop Culture Warrior, and then Wednesday is actual King Smith again, and Coach doing the sports bar. And then I follow them up right here in the Smoke Pit every Wednesday night right here on WTF Nation Radio. Thank you guys so much. Hope everyone has a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and I will see you guys on the flip side. Thanks for being here. Shots.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
I come from a lifetime of hard labor and dirty hands. Holes in the soles of both of my boots and grease stains on my pants. I never laid eyes on a silver spoon, Lord, I never had a glance. It ain't a high-class living, got my weed and ribbon, so I really don't give a damn. But when it comes to the hard times, yeah, buddy, I've seen them all. Well, I've spent my nights in some busted dives, drank a river of alcohol. And I've broken my back harvest time, working 90-hour weeks. Well, I ain't a rich man, I ain't no rich man, but damn, I wanna be. They say that money won't make you happy. Let me give it a try. 'Cause I've been working like a dog in the summer heat, going broke on overtime. Oh, I sing my song for the working folk. Go on and raise your beer with me. Sing, I ain't a rich man, I ain't no rich man, but damn, I wanna be. But when I finally break these shackles, and I ain't counting out these dimes, when I can play my songs all night long and leave this job behind, you can bet you can find me grinning on the day I'm finally free, singing, I ain't a rich man, I ain't no rich man, but damn, I wanna be. Singing, I ain't no rich man, I ain't no rich man, but damn, I wanna be.